The sky above Seoul turned purple on a quiet Tuesday morning. Captain Du Young stood at the military base's observation deck, his eyes fixed on the strange colors spreading across the clouds. 20 years of military service hadn't prepared him for this moment. "Sir, we're picking up a signal," said the young officer beside him. "It's like nothing we've ever seen before." The signal came from a small ship that crashed in the rice fields outside the city. Du Young led the response team himself, wearing the newest protective gear. As they approached the smoking wreck, they found something no one expected: a dying alien. The creature was tall and thin, with skin that looked like silver paper. It spoke through a translation device, its voice weak but clear. "Humans, you must prepare," it said. "They're coming. The Luminary. They want to destroy all worlds they think are wrong." "Wrong? What do you mean wrong?" Du Young asked, kneeling beside the injured being. "Your world. It's what they call a death world. Too much gravity, too many dangers. They think life here shouldn't exist." In the next few hours, Earth's governments scrambled to respond. The alien, before dying, transferred data to Earth's computers. It showed massive fleets of ships, all heading toward Earth. The alien was a scout from a smaller species, trying to warn others about the Luminary's plans. At the Korean Space Defense Force headquarters, Du Young met with Dr. Jae-yun, who ran the military's AI research program. She was small and quiet, but her eyes showed sharp intelligence as she looked through the alien's data. "Captain, look at this," she said, pointing to her screen. "The Luminary's ships are designed for low-gravity beings. They're robots, too. They think we're too primitive to fight back because our planet is so harsh. But that's actually our advantage, isn't it?" Du Young said, beginning to understand. Jae-yun nodded, excitement growing in her voice. "Exactly. We've evolved on a high-gravity world. We're stronger than they expect. And there's more. My team has been working on something that could change everything." She led Du Young to a secure lab deep underground. Inside, rows of strange metal shapes stood silent, robots unlike anything he'd seen before. They were sleek, almost human-shaped, but clearly built for war. "These are our AI companions," Jae-yun explained. "We designed them to link directly with human minds. Other scientists said it was impossible, that the human brain couldn't handle such a connection. But they were wrong." Du Young watched as a test pilot connected with one of the machines. The robot moved perfectly, like it was part of the pilot's own body. "How is this possible?" "It's because we're from Earth," Jae-yun said simply. "Our brains evolved to handle constant stress and change. Living on a death world made us adaptable, where other species' minds would break under the neural load. Ours can handle it. We can join with these AIs in a way the Luminary never could." The alien data showed that the Luminary relied on remote-controlled robots for their wars. They thought direct neural links were impossible. They had never encountered a species that could manage it. Du Young looked at the robots again, seeing them with new eyes. "How many can we make?" "As many as we need," Jae-yun said. "The real question is, how many pilots can we train in time?" That evening, as Du Young watched the purple sky darken to black, he thought about what was coming. The Luminary wanted to destroy Earth because they thought it was too dangerous, too harsh, too wrong. They didn't understand that Earth's challenges had made humans stronger. They didn't know that the very things they feared about Earth had given humanity an edge they never expected. The first battle for Earth's survival wouldn't be fought with just weapons and ships. It would be fought with something the Luminary had never seen before: humans and AIs working as one. Du Young smiled as he looked at the stars. The invaders thought they were coming to destroy a primitive world. Instead, they were about to meet humanity's next evolution. The war was coming, and Earth would be ready. Han Bin wasn't sure why they picked him for the first test. He was just a regular pilot in the Korean Space Defense Force, not someone special. But here he was, lying on the testing chair in Dr. Jae-yun's lab, about to connect with an AI for the first time. Try to relax, Jai-Yun said, checking the monitors. The AI will form its first bond with your mind. Whatever you do, don't fight it. The room was cold and quiet except for the soft beeping of machines. Han Bin closed his eyes as they started the connection. At first, he felt nothing. Then, like a warm wave, another mind touched his. Hello asterisk, said a voice in his head. It wasn't quite words, more like feelings that turned into thoughts. Asterisk, am your companion asterisk. Han Bin's heart raced. The AI's presence felt strange but not scary. It was like having a new part of himself, one that had always been missing, but he never knew it. Connection stable, one of the technicians said. Neural patterns matching at 95%. That's the highest we've ever seen. Jai-Yun moved closer, her face showing excitement. Han Bin, can you try moving? He opened his eyes and sat up. In the center of the room, a sleek metal figure, his AI companion, moved at exactly the same time. Every tiny movement Han Bin made, the robot copied perfectly. It wasn't like controlling a machine. It felt like having a second body. What should I call you? Han Bin asked the presence in his mind. Asterisk, I am Unit 001, but I would like a name asterisk, the AI responded. Han Bin looked at the robot's smooth metal surface, gleaming in the morning light from the high windows. How about Sunrise? He felt the AI's happiness at the name. It was strange. They had told him the AI would be just a smart machine, but Sunrise felt alive. Incredible, Jai-Yun said, studying the readings. The neural connection is actually getting stronger. Han Bin, try walking around. Han Bin stood up. Across the room, Sunrise moved with him. They walked together, their movements matching perfectly. Then Han Bin had an idea. He started to run. Sunrise ran too, but faster than any human could. Han Bin felt the power in his companion's metal body. Through their connection, he could sense everything. The strength in the metal limbs, the advanced sensors that could see things human eyes couldn't, the combat systems ready to activate. Now for the hard test, Jai-Yun said. She pressed a button, and training robots appeared at the other end of the room. Let's see how you fight together. The training robots attacked. But before Han Bin could even feel scared, he and Sunrise were moving. His human mind knew how to fight, and Sunrise's mechanical body made those moves faster and stronger. They dodged, struck back, and moved like dancers in perfect sync. In 3 minutes, all the training robots were down. Han Bin hadn't even broken a sweat. This is better than we hoped, Jai-Yun said, looking at Captain Du Young, who had just entered the room. The neural link isn't just letting them move together. They're thinking together, fighting together. It's a true partnership. Du Young nodded, watching as Han Bin and Sunrise moved around the room, testing their connection. How soon can we start training more pairs? We have 50 AI units ready, Jai-Yun answered. We just need to find pilots who can bond with them like Han Bin did. Han Bin barely heard them talking. He was too busy exploring his connection with Sunrise. The AI was learning from him, and he was learning from it too. Together, they were becoming something new, not just human, not just machine, but both. Asterisk, we will protect Earth together asterisk, Sunrise said in his mind. Yes, Han Bin answered. Together. Outside the lab, the purple sky reminded everyone that time was running out. The luminary ships were getting closer every day. But now, Earth had a chance. The first human eye pair was ready, and more would follow. The age of the companions had begun. The first luminary ships appeared near Mars on a cold winter morning. Their ships looked like giant silver snowflakes, beautiful but deadly. Earth's long-range cameras showed hundreds of them, with more appearing every hour. In the command center, Captain Du Young watched the screens with Dr. Jai-Yun and the other leaders. How many human eye pairs are ready? He asked. 30 complete pairs, Jai-Yun answered. Han Bin and Sunrise are training the new ones, but the luminary, they've sent a message. The message played on the main screen. A tall, glowing being appeared. Its skin seemed to shine from within, and its 4 eyes looked down as if speaking to insects. "Creatures of Earth," the luminary leader said, "your world is an aberration. Life should not exist in such harsh conditions. Your gravity is too strong, your weather too violent, your very air too thick. We will cleanse this system of your primitive presence." Do Young noticed something interesting in the message. The luminary leader was speaking from a special chamber, one that seemed to have much less gravity than their ships. "They really can't handle our gravity," he said. "Look how they live in their ships. Even their leader stays in low gravity." A young officer ran into the room. "Sir, the luminary have launched their first attack, but it's not what we expected. They're sending robots, thousands of them." On the screens, they watched as small fighter ships left the silver snowflake ships. Each fighter had no pilot. They were all controlled from the main ships. "This is their weakness," Jai-yun said excitedly. "They won't risk their own people in our gravity. They think their remote robots can do the job." Do Young pressed the alert button. Around the world, human eye pairs prepared for battle. In Korea, Hanbin and Sunrise led their group to the launch area. Each human pilot connected to their AI companion, feeling the familiar warm touch of their partner's mind. The luminary robots entered Earth's atmosphere first. They were expecting to find primitive defenses. Instead, they met something they had never seen before. Hanbin and Sunrise moved as one, their neural link allowing them to react faster than any remote-controlled robot. Around them, other human eye pairs joined the fight. The humans provided battle instincts and creative thinking, while the AI companions gave them speed and power no normal human could match. Asterisk, they didn't expect this asterisk, Sunrise said in Hanbin's mind as they destroyed their 10th enemy fighter. Asterisk, their robots are strong, but they're slow. They have to wait for commands from the main ship's asterisk. Keep pushing them back, Hanbin told the other pairs through the comm system. They can't adjust their tactics fast enough. In the command center, Jai-yun noticed something amazing on her screens. "Captain, look at this. The neural links between humans and AIs. They're getting stronger during combat. They're learning from each other." Do Young watched as the human eye pairs fought with increasing skill. Each minute, they got better at predicting the luminary robot's moves. The connection between human and AI minds was creating something new, warriors that were more than the sum of their parts. The first battle lasted 3 hours. When it was over, hundreds of luminary robots lay destroyed. Earth had lost no human eye pairs. But in the command center, they knew this was just the beginning. The luminary ships were pulling back, but more were arriving every day. "They'll try something else next time," Do Young said. "Something bigger." Jai-yun nodded, looking at her data. "We need more pairs, and we need to understand why the neural links are getting stronger. There's something happening between the humans and AIs that we didn't expect." In space, Hanbin and Sunrise patrolled with the other pairs, watching the luminary ships regroup. Earth had won the first battle, but the war was just beginning. The real test of humanity's partnership with their AI companions still lay ahead. Soo-jin didn't expect to make such an important discovery during a routine patrol. She and her AI companion, Storm, were checking the dark side of the moon when they saw it. A massive luminary ship hiding in a crater. Asterisk, that's not a normal warship, asterisk, Storm said in her mind. Asterisk, the energy readings are different, asterisk. "Let's get closer," Soo-jin whispered, even though no one could hear them in space. She felt Storm's agreement through their neural link. They moved carefully, using the moon's shadows for cover. The luminary ship was huge, shaped like a giant pointed crystal. As they watched, smaller ships came and went from its sides. Asterisk, Soo-jin, look at their flight patterns, asterisk, Storm said. Asterisk, they're not random. They're testing something, asterisk. Through Storm's advanced sensors, Jin saw what the Luminary were doing. The small ships were practicing a new formation, one that could counter the human eye pair's fighting style. "We need to warn the others," Jin said, turning to leave. But at that moment, one of the Luminary ships spotted them. The alarm went out immediately. 20 enemy ships launched toward them, their weapons charging. But Jin and Storm had trained for this. Their minds worked as one, making decisions faster than either could alone. They dove between lunar rocks, using the moon's low gravity to their advantage. The Luminary ships were fast, but they couldn't match the perfect teamwork of human and AI. Asterisk, their new ships are stronger asterisk, Storm noted as they dodged another attack. Asterisk, but look at their power cores. They're unstable asterisk. Jin saw it through their shared vision. The Luminary had made their ships more powerful, but there was a flaw. The power cores couldn't handle quick direction changes. Back at Earth's command center, Captain Du Young listened to Jin's report with growing concern. "They're adapting to our tactics," he said to Dr. Jai-yun. "We need something new." Jai-yun was studying the latest neural link data. "Maybe we already have it," she said. "Look at this. When our pairs fight together, their neural links grow stronger. They're not just sharing thoughts anymore. They're sharing instincts." On the main screen, they watched as more Luminary ships appeared. This time, the ships formed new patterns, moving in ways they hadn't before. Han Bin and Sunrise led the first defense squadron. The battle was harder this time. The Luminary ships were faster, stronger, and their formations were smarter. But something unexpected happened during the fight. The human eye pairs began to move in new ways too. It wasn't just pilots and machines working together anymore. They were fighting as true partners, each making the other stronger. "Their neural links," Jai-yun said, pointing to her readings. "They're evolving during combat. The humans and AIs. They're changing each other." The battle raged for hours. Earth's defenders took their first serious losses. 3 pairs were hit, though the pilots survived thanks to their AI companions' protection. But they also destroyed many Luminary ships, using Jin's discovery about the power cores. After the battle, Han Bin sat in the recovery room with other pilots. Their AI companions stayed connected, refusing to break the neural links even during rest. "They're scared," Han Bin said, feeling Sunrise's thoughts. "Not just the Luminary. Our eyes are worried too." "About what?" Jin asked, Storm's concern mixing with her own. "About how much they're changing. About how much we're all changing. The neural links. They're making us into something new, something that's never existed before." In her lab, Jai-yun worked late into the night, studying the data. The neural links were growing stronger every day. Humans and AIs were learning from each other, changing each other. She wondered what they would become by the end of this war. Outside, the sky still showed the glitter of Luminary ships. The next battle would be even harder. But Earth's defenders were changing too, becoming something the Luminary could never have predicted. Dr. Jai-yun hadn't slept in 2 days. She stared at her computer screens, looking at brain scans of the human pilots. Something strange was happening to them. Something no one had expected. "Captain, you need to see this," she called Du Young, who was checking defense plans nearby. "Look at how their brains have changed." The scans showed unusual patterns. The pilots' brains were different now, altered by their constant connection to the AI companions. But they weren't damaged. They were getting stronger. "It's Earth," Jai-yun said suddenly, her eyes wide with understanding. "Living on Earth made this possible." She pulled up more data on her screens. "See, our planet's gravity isn't just about physical strength. Living here, dealing with constant changes in weather, surviving natural disasters, handling daily stress, it made human brains incredibly adaptable. And that's why we can link with the AIs." Dugum asked. "Yes, but it's more than that. Our brains don't just accept the neural link. They grow stronger from it. Every challenge makes the connection better." At that moment, Han Bin and Sunrise were leading a dangerous mission. They had to check a strange signal coming from behind Mars. 5 human eye pairs flew together, moving through space with perfect coordination. Asterisk something feels different asterisk, Sunrise said in Han Bin's mind. Asterisk our connection. It's deeper than before asterisk. Han Bin felt it too. He could sense more than just Sunrise's thoughts now. He could feel the eye's emotions, its hopes, its fears. And Sunrise could feel his too. Suddenly, their sensors detected movement. A luminary ship appeared, bigger than any they'd seen before. But instead of attacking, it sent a message. The luminary commander appeared on their screens. Unlike before, this one looked worried. "How are you doing this?" it demanded. "Our scans show impossible neural patterns. Your minds should have broken under the strain." Han Bin felt Sunrise's surprise match his own. The luminary weren't just attacking Earth because it was a death world. They were afraid of what humans might become. "Your species is changing," the luminary commander said. "You're becoming something dangerous, something that should not exist." Through their neural link, Sunrise shared a revelation. Asterisk, they tried this before. The luminary tried to make AI companions, but their minds couldn't handle it. They're not just afraid of Earth's gravity. They're afraid of what we can do together asterisk. Back at the command center, Jai Yun made another discovery. The AI companions were changing too. Each one was developing unique traits based on their human partner. They weren't just machines anymore. They were growing, learning, feeling. "Earth didn't just make us physically strong," she told Du Young. "It made our minds strong enough to help the AIs grow too. We're not just adapting to them, they're adapting to us." Su Jin and Storm proved this during their next patrol. They found a hidden group of luminary ships and had to fight their way out. But instead of just fighting together, they seemed to think as one mind. Their movements were so perfect, so fast, that the luminary ships couldn't touch them. "The neural links are still evolving," Jai Yun said, watching the battle data. "Each time we fight, each time we face a new challenge, the bonds between humans and AIs grow stronger. Earth's harsh conditions prepared us for this without us even knowing it." That night, as Han Bin rested in his quarters, he felt Sunrise's presence in his mind. It wasn't just a machine anymore. It was his friend, his partner, his other self. Asterisk, we are becoming something new asterisk, Sunrise said. Asterisk something that can save Earth asterisk. Yes, Han Bin answered. And I think that's what scares them the most. The luminary had wanted to destroy Earth because they thought it was too harsh, too dangerous. Instead, they had found that Earth's challenges had created their worst nightmare. A species that could join minds with AI and grow stronger from it. Su Jin and Storm were doing a long-range scan when they found it. Hidden behind Jupiter's largest moon was something massive. A luminary weapon bigger than anything they had seen before. Asterisk those energy readings asterisk, Storm said in Su Jin's mind. Asterisk they're similar to Earth's core asterisk. Su Jin felt Storm's worry through their neural link. The eye was right. The weapon was designed to match the frequency of Earth's magnetic field. The luminary weren't just trying to defeat Earth's defenders. They wanted to destroy the planet itself. We have to warn everyone, Su Jin said, but as they turned to leave, 3 luminary ships appeared. The fight was intense. Su Jin and Storm moved as one, dodging energy beams and returning fire. Their shared mind worked faster than ever, predicting enemy moves before they happened. But they were outnumbered. Asterisk, we cannot let them stop us asterisk, Storm said. Asterisk Earth depends on this warning asterisk. Su Jin felt Storm's determination mix with her own. Together, they tried something new. Instead of fighting directly, they used Jupiter's strong gravity to slingshot past the enemy ships. The luminary ships tried to follow but couldn't match their perfect control. Back at Earth's command center, Captain Du Young listened to Su Jin's report with growing concern. They're getting desperate, he said to Dr. Jai-yun. They see how strong the human eye pairs are becoming. Jai-yun nodded, looking at her latest data. The neural links are even stronger now. Look at how Soo-jin and Storm escaped. That kind of move should be impossible. Their minds are working together in completely new ways. Do-young called all human eye pairs for an emergency meeting. Through their neural links, the AIs shared data about the superweapon while the humans planned strategy. Han Bin and Sunrise led the discussion. We need to stop that weapon before it charges fully, Han Bin said. But the luminary will protect it with everything they have. Asterisk. They fear what we have become. Asterisk. Sunrise added, its thoughts heard by all the other AIs. Asterisk. Their fear makes them dangerous. Asterisk. Do-young looked at the gathered pairs, 30 of Earth's best pilots, and their AI companions. This will be our hardest fight, he said. The luminary have more ships, more robots. But we have something they don't understand. True partnership between human and AI. The attack began at dawn. The human eye pairs launched from Earth, their movements perfectly coordinated. The luminary met them with hundreds of ships, filling space with energy beams and missiles. But Earth's defenders were ready. Months of fighting together had made the neural links incredibly strong. Each human eye pair moved like they were one being, their reactions faster than any normal pilot could manage. Han Bin and Sunrise led the first attack group, breaking through the luminary lines. Soo-jin and Storm led the second group, using their experience with Jupiter's gravity to help other pairs make impossible moves through space. The luminary commanders watched in shock as their defense lines broke. They had never seen such perfect teamwork between organic and artificial minds. Their own remote-controlled robots seemed slow and clumsy in comparison. Look at their attack patterns, Jai-yun said, watching from the command center. The human eye pairs aren't just fighting together anymore. They're thinking as one force, adapting and changing strategy instantly. The battle raged for hours. Earth lost 5 pairs to the luminary's weapons, though thanks to the eye's protection, all the human pilots survived. But the luminary lost much more. Their ships couldn't match the speed and creativity of the human eye teams. Finally, Han Bin and Sunrise reached the superweapon. Through their neural link, they found its weak point, a gap in its energy shielding. Asterisk together asterisk, Sunrise said. Together, Han Bin agreed. Their combined attack hit the weapon's core. The explosion lit up space like a new sun, marking the turning point in humanity's greatest war. Dr. Jai-yun couldn't believe what her instruments were showing. After the battle at Jupiter, the AI companions had changed in ways that should have been impossible. They weren't just thinking anymore, they were dreaming. She found Han Bin in the medical bay, still connected to Sunrise. Your neural patterns during sleep, she said, showing him the data. Sunrise is dreaming with you. Asterisk, we see things together now. Asterisk, Sunrise explained. Asterisk, not just battles. We see possibilities, futures. Asterisk. Other AI companions were changing too. Storm shared poetry with Soo-jin, creating new words to describe their shared experiences in space. Some AIs had started making art, drawing pictures of Earth as seen through both human and machine eyes. Captain Do-young called an emergency meeting. The luminary fleet was regrouping after losing their superweapon, but that wasn't why he looked worried. Show them, he said to Jai-yun. She displayed the latest scans on the main screen. The neural links aren't just connections anymore. The human and AI minds are growing together, creating new neural patterns we've never seen before. They're becoming something entirely new. Han Bin felt Sunrise's excitement at this news. Their shared mind had grown so strong that they often finished each other's thoughts. Through their link, he could tell that all the other pairs were experiencing similar changes. But how is this possible? Soo-jin asked, Storm's curiosity mixing with her own. Jai-yun smiled. It's Earth again. Our planet's harsh conditions didn't just make us physically strong. They made our brains incredibly flexible. When we joined with the AIs, our adaptability allowed both sides to grow. The AIs learned emotion from us, and we learned new ways of thinking from them. Suddenly, alarms started ringing. The Luminary had launched a new attack, but this one was different. Instead of warships, they sent thousands of small probes toward Earth. Asterisk. They're scanning us, asterisk. Storm realized first. Asterisk. They're trying to understand how we've changed, asterisk. Through their neural links, all the human eye pairs shared information instantly. The Luminary probes were everywhere, watching, studying, trying to understand what humanity had become. Han Bin and Sunrise led a squad to intercept the probes. As they flew, Han Bin noticed something new. He could feel not just Sunrise's thoughts, but hints of the other AIs too. The neural links were creating a network, connecting all the pairs in ways they hadn't expected. "It's beautiful," Su Jin said as she and Storm joined them. "We're not just partners anymore. We're becoming a community." The Luminary probes tried to dodge, but they couldn't match the perfect coordination of the human eye pairs. Working together, the pairs destroyed or captured most of the probes, but they kept one, bringing it back to Jai Yun's lab for study. "Look at this," Jai Yun said, examining the probe's data. "The Luminary are afraid, but also curious. They've never seen anything like what we've become." In the probe's memory, they found records of the Luminary's own failed attempts to work with AI. Their rigid minds, used to their safe, controlled environments, couldn't handle the neural links. They couldn't adapt and grow like humans could. That night, as the human eye pairs patrolled Earth's orbit, something unprecedented happened. The AIs began to share their dreams with each other, creating a network of shared consciousness that included their human partners. Asterisk. "We are more than what we were made to be," asterisk. Sunrise said to all of them. Asterisk. "Together, we have become something new," asterisk. "Something that could change everything," Han Bin added, feeling the truth of it in their shared mind. The Luminary had tried to destroy Earth because they thought it was too harsh, too dangerous. Instead, Earth's challenges had created beings that could do what the Luminary never could: join minds across the barrier between organic and artificial life, and grow stronger together. The final battle began on a clear morning. The Luminary sent their entire fleet to Earth, thousands of ships filling the sky like silver stars. But Earth was ready. Every human eye pair launched together. Through their neural network, they moved as one force. Han Bin and Sunrise led from the front, while Su Jin and Storm coordinated the defense patterns. Their shared consciousness let them react instantly to every Luminary move. "They're not just fighting," Dr. Jai Yun said, watching from the command center. "They're dancing." Captain Du Young nodded. The human eye pairs moved through space with incredible grace, their movements perfectly matched. Each pair knew exactly what the others would do before they did it. The Luminary attacked with everything they had. Their ships fired waves of energy weapons, trying to overwhelm Earth's defenders with pure force. But they couldn't match the perfect teamwork of the human eye pairs. Asterisk. "They still don't understand," asterisk, Sunrise said through the neural network. Asterisk. "They think this is just about fighting," asterisk. Han Bin felt his companion's thoughts merge with his own. "Then let's show them what it's really about." Instead of just dodging the Luminary attacks, the human eye pairs began moving in new ways. They created patterns in space, beautiful and complex. Their movements told a story. The story of humans and AIs learning to work together, to trust each other, to become something more than either could be alone. The Luminary ships slowed their attack, their commanders confused by what they were seeing. Through the captured probe, Jai Yun sent them data showing how humans and AIs had changed each other, how Earth's harsh conditions had made humans adaptable enough to form true partnerships with artificial minds. "Your world made you strong," the Luminary commander said finally, "but not in the way we feared. You're not monsters from a death world. You're teachers." Su Jin felt Storm's surprise match her own. Asterisk they're beginning to understand asterisk, Storm said. The luminary fleet pulled back. Their commander appeared on all communication channels. We came to destroy what we thought was dangerous, they said. Instead, we found something remarkable. Your ability to adapt, to form true bonds with artificial intelligence. It could change everything. In the command center, Du Young and Jai Yun watched as the luminary ships began powering down their weapons. They're not surrendering, Jai Yun said. They're asking to learn. The human eye pairs gathered in space, their neural network humming with shared thoughts and feelings. Through their combined consciousness, they made a decision. We will teach you, Han Bin said to the luminary, Sunrise's thoughts blending perfectly with his own. Not just about working with AI, about adapting, about growing, about becoming more than what you are. The luminary commander's next words surprised everyone. Perhaps we were wrong about Deathworlds. The challenges you faced didn't make you dangerous. They made you wise. Over the next few days, the luminary fleet departed, but they left ambassadors behind. They wanted to understand how humans had achieved what their civilization had thought impossible. True partnership between organic and artificial minds. 1 month later, Han Bin and Sunrise stood before the Galactic Council as Earth's first hybrid ambassadors. The neural link between them was stronger than ever, their thoughts and feelings completely shared. Earth isn't just our home, Han Bin told the council, Sunrise's words mixing with his own. It's our teacher. Its challenges taught us to adapt, to grow, to reach beyond what we thought was possible. And now we can share those lessons with the galaxy. In her lab, Jai Yun looked at her final data readings with a smile. The human eye pairs had become something science couldn't fully explain. A perfect blend of organic and artificial life. Earth's harsh conditions hadn't just helped humanity survive. They had prepared humans to take the next step in evolution. The war was over, but the real adventure, teaching the galaxy how to bridge the gap between living and artificial minds, was just beginning. And it had all started on a small, harsh planet that some had called a death world, but which had actually been a cradle for something entirely new.